have trouble counting that high.
Yeah, it's that zero that always trips me up. Hello, friends. Welcome in to another piping hot edition of Fusebox. I'm your I know what I know till I stop knowing it host, Mark Rose, and this is indeed episode number 114, Binary Ethics. And over there, the man never burdened by ethics at all, the viceroy of volume, Milt Keynes, everybody.
Thank you kindly.
You know what? I was gonna say the Pope of the Poltec, but but I think we'd only get about 7 nodding heads from old engineers that would know about that device.
Yeah, you gotta watch that FOIK shit, man. I mean, we don't want to lose the one guy out there still listening to this one.
Yeah, well, heaven forfend we should lose our audience. As a matter of record, I know I've been lost sitting in here many times, but
yeah, I know that about you.
It's an endearing charm, wouldn't you say?
Or something.
Or something. Oh, friends, we have so much to blather about today, including a very binary Timo's world coming up in a bit, replete with zeros and holes.
With sprinkles on top.
Yeah, indeed so, Mr. Keynes. But first, it appears as though the world it's just overflowing with opinions, friends. Some of them quite binary, as they would say, meaning more of a black-white, right-wrong, on-off, overview of things. No shades of gray in there.
Not even a shade of aardvark?
Alas, no. Hence the title of this edition of Fusebox, Binary Ethics, which kind of applies to a sort of on-off, good-bad variety of opinion. If it's this, it must be that, and so on. And we must certainly start the proceedings with this lovely and, may I say, remarkably close-minded comment from a, very well-known and respected director, Steven Spielberg.
Oh, no. Did E.T. file a sexual harassment suit?
No, not quite, but who knows these days, Eyes wide shut kind of thing happening. You know what I mean? Ew. No, this statement pertains to an idea that Mr. Spielberg has, quoting now from IndieWire. Mr. Spielberg, a current governor of the Academy's Directors Branch, plans to propose changes to Oscars eligibility rules, arguing films that debut on streaming services or get a short theatrical run should qualify for the Emmys instead of the Oscars. Stephen feels strongly about the difference between the streaming and theatrical situation, an Amblin spokesperson told IndieWire. He'll be happy if the others will join his campaign when that comes up at the Academy Board of Governors meeting. He will see what happens, end quote.
Wait, what? I mean, what the hell's the difference?
That's indeed the question, Mr. Keynes. You see, on the last Oscar show, I didn't see it, but I'm told that Alfonso Cuarón's Spanish language drama Roma won 3 trophies: Best Director, Best Foreign Language Film, and Best Cinematography. And that was a Netflix deal. And as we know, Mr. Spielberg has been rather vocal about this thing in the past regarding streaming service productions being, quote, real films and all that rot. Friends, this really is the Hollywood machine feeling the grinding of gears, kind of like what's happening in the music industry. We're in a new age, and you can embrace this change or have it roll the hell over you. I think that's kind of the point. What seems just a wee odd isn't the idea to have your film seen any way it can?
Control, bro. It's always about control.
Yeah.
These streaming giants, they just let the filmmaker do his or her thing, and for the most part, from what I've been told anyway, they just stay the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't pay as big, but...
Or take as much soul as the Hollywood machine does. Seriously, what filmmaker wouldn't love to have their film debut in, say, 57 countries overnight?
Right.
I mean, the purpose of this is to have your film shown, right? Isn't that why they're made?
Well, you gotta expect that machine, as you call it, is seeing the writing on the wall, man. I mean, wasn't it at the last Cannes Film Festival that, Amazon and Netflix, they bought everything?
Yeah, I actually think it was the time before last, but yeah. Netflix has this incredible multi-billion-dollar investment pool for developing and acquiring content. So they're not going to be cowed by the rattling sabers of the Hollywood elite here. As a matter of fact, already the reactions have been tweeted by some notable folks. Ava DuVernay, who earned an Oscar nomination, I guess, back in 2017 for directing the Netflix prison reform documentary called 13th, said this: "Dear Academy, this is a Board of Governors meeting and regular branch members can't be there, but I hope if this is true, that you'll have filmmakers in the room or read statements from directors like me who feel differently." And our fellow Oregonian in good stead, star of Army of Darkness, The Evil Dead, and a whole bunch of other stuff, Bruce Campbell, added to the chorus, "Steven Spielberg is gunning to make sure Netflix never has another Oscars contender like Roma. Sorry, Mr. Spielberg, Roma ain't no TV movie. It's as impressive as anything out there. Platforms have become irrelevant. Make a movie with Netflix." Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, go Bruce. Hey, Spielberg had his break. You know? Why the hell would you want to limit the chances of other filmmakers to do the same damn thing?
Yeah, and you know what? He was an indie once, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I seriously, what I think is going to be interesting is to see which among the other elder statesmen of the Hollywood Directors Guild there agree with this, you know? You know, I'm just getting this thought that, like Martin Scorsese and, Ron Howard probably aren't going to be that quick to jump on board with this thing, you know?
Gonna start looking like a political race.
Yeah, seriously, man, you know? I got to say, I can count on one hand the films that have driven me to the theater to see them in recent days. But I'd frankly, I just run out of appendages trying to count the number of truly excellent films and episodic shows that were crafted for these streaming services. It never used to be that way.
Of course, the other really key thing here is the means of producing these films is really now within the reach of anyone who wants to do it.
Oh, true. Yeah. Very, very true. Amazing things are being produced with micro budgets these days.
You know, one of the first cracks in that wall was when folks were getting absolutely amazing results with, like, digital SLRs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you didn't have to sell a goddamn kidney to get a Panavision camera, which, you know, at least back then, you could only rent. You couldn't buy one.
Yeah, you got to believe there is a huge infrastructure in place for that crap. The walls of exclusivity are tumbling down, and I'll tell you something else. The other nail in this Hollywood-sized coffin is this insipid need to endlessly remake crap that, frankly, it wasn't that exciting the first go-around. So, or if it was, then maybe that should have been it, period at the end of the sentence, you know? Do we have another Gone with the Wind in process coming at us again, too?
Well, now sometimes they actually make it better. Have you seen A Star is Born yet?
No, I haven't, but our comrade in chaos, Jeff Pollard, has, and said it was just incredibly well done.
Yeah, well, you'll not look at Lady Gaga the same way ever, amigo. Really, really amazing.
Yeah, looking forward to catching up with that one for sure. But let me just add here that Netflix had a response to this idea from Mr. Spielberg. And although I have to say, handled it rather diplomatically. And even though they didn't really name him directly, we get the idea. Here's what they said. We love cinema. Access for people who can't always afford or live in towns without theaters. Letting everyone everywhere enjoy releases at the same time. Giving filmmakers more ways to share art. These things are not mutually exclusive.
Good on them.
Yeah, I think that was very handily dealt. Again, friends, we're going to see for a while the haves against the alleged have-nots in this debate. And personally, I don't think there is any way to stop the changes in media formulation and the way it's delivered. And more importantly, who's driving the delivery truck. Back in a flash.
For entertainment only.
TheFuseboxShow.com. The following preview has been approved for all audiences.
Rage has a new face. Twisted and misshapen. A face masking a deeper anger, a darker hate. A hate that is enormously large and massive in its colossally huge and gigantic bigness. Yes, rage has a new face.
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. A hate that is enormously large and massive in its colossally huge and gigantic bigness? What? That's just stupid.
You're stupid.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
And your hair is stupid, too.
No, it's not. This whole thing, I'm telling Mom. I just can't stand working with amateurs. I don't know what
Yes, rage has a new face. Timo's World.
Indeed, and Timo coming up in just a bit, so get your donut holes in a row. Well, you know what? We actually should post a query on the Facebook page and see how many folks think that Netflix and their colleagues in the streaming universe there should be banned from the Oscars. That would be an interesting poll.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think we know who would win out there.
Yeah, let's look into that. I think there's some kind of poll mechanism thingy on those pages, but I don't know. We'll check into it. But sticking with our sometimes very binary world is this item, friends. Seth Owen, a teenage chap, received national attention last year when his parents, after learning that their son was gay, kicked him out of his home because he wouldn't attend their church over teachings and rhetoric, he said, were anti-LGBTQ. And that unfortunate action left him not only without a house, but also enough money to attend Georgetown University, as he had planned to do. As it turned out, one of his teachers set up a fundraising page to raise money for his first year's tuition at Georgetown University, which worked fabulously well. And in the process, he recently landed an internship at Representative Stephanie Murphy's office and is now prospering at the university. Murphy's office told The Hill on Saturday the Congresswoman had contacted Georgetown to offer her support and an internship for Seth Owen after hearing about his story. And she's quoted here as saying, "I am proud that Seth chose to be part of our team. He will always be welcomed here, and I'm happy to see him thrive. Our entire office is rooting for his continued success." Owen began interning at the Congresswoman's office in January of this year and will be working with the office for the remainder of his spring semester. So Owen told the Orlando Sentinel Friday that he has also started a scholarship designed to help students in marginalized communities access post-secondary education. He said he used a $25,000 donation he received from Ellen DeGeneres last year to start the initiative, which will be provided by his Unbroken Horizons Scholarship Foundation. "Each and every day, I am humbled by the opportunities I find in our nation's capital." That from Seth Owen.
They kicked him out?
Yes. Just your child. Clearly a drain on society, right? No ambition or focus. Clearly just a dullard. What the furry hell?
Why is it that this religious crap that is supposed to stand for tolerance, forgiveness, and compassion is
the most hate-filled, malicious, and intolerant example of it, Mr. Keynes? Because it's binary logic. This means that. Says right here in this book, if you handle an aardvark, you are unclean and shall be blasted with a fire hose. That's from Pangolins 13.5. Thank you.
Well, he made lemonade then.
Yes, he did, damn it. And best wishes to him. And may he find enormous opportunities there in Washington, D.C. Because the small minds that he has to call his family in that other place...
For now.
Right. Gives us pause and force us to inquire deeply, to scour the depths of our souls, to seek the answer to the ever-present, ever-gnawing question,
what the fuck, Florida?
And kudos to Representative Stephanie Murphy for really showing up for this one.
Yeah, kind of a mixed what the fuck Florida, huh?
Yeah, sometimes, you know what? They are indeed a conundrum wrapped in an enigma, but this time, a happy ending, so there you go, and kudos. So, just gotta have a little balance every once in a while, you know? It's still what the fuck, but, And now, some big entertainment. Massively huge, in a gigantically enormous fashion. As we hear from our buddy Timo as he putters in the kitchen.
Hang on to your donuts.
It's Timo's World. Timo goes nuts for donuts and decides to try his hand at homemade. Will he half-ass it or whole-ass it?
Come here. Oh, man. Need coffee. Need coffee. Where are the damn... Oh, man. Nope. Never again. Oh. Never again. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. That's the last time I go out drinking with goddamn arson bit snatcher. Man. Never. Ever again. Oh, man. Bloody Marys made out of vodka and SpaghettiOs was not a good move. Oh, crap. I lose my wallet again. What the... Oh, what do we have here? Oh, man. Just what old Milt needs. Oh, yeah. Now that's what Daddy needed. Oh, yeah. A little hair of the aardvark. Oh, man. Feeling more like myself now than I did when I first got here, I think. Damn. I could really go for some donuts. Yeah, donuts. Wish we had some donuts around here. You know, donuts would hit the spot right about now. Maybe Mark bought donuts. I sure like donuts. Donuts. Morning, Milt. Oh, good morning, Timo. What you got there? Donuts. Shit, bro, seriously? Donuts? Oh, man. Timo make donuts. Dude, please. Jump quieter. I'm nursing a Buick-sized hangover, bro. Dude, I'd give $5,000 for a donut right now. You're a lifesaver, amigo. Thanks. I don't suppose you have any powdered aspirin donuts in there, do you? Nothing, man. Nothing. Well, I hate to tell you, bro, but these aren't donuts. Well, technically, they aren't donuts. See here? There's no holes, bro. Donuts have holes. Holes? Yeah, man. Holes. Real donuts have holes. See, these, you see, they don't have holes. So, Oh, fuck! No! Timo! No, wait! I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. Holes don't matter. I hate holes. Holes suck. Trump's a fucking loser. No, not the microwave. Whoa! Donuts don't have holes. Sweet Jesus, donuts don't have holes. Kamala Harris in 2020. Timo, put the obligatory break room giant plastic jar of Twizzlers down and... Whoa! You got the coffee maker? No, the GOP is a pack of out-of-touch hate mongers. Oh, the humanity!
Good morning, Mr. Keynes. Ready for another great show today, huh?
Jeez. Oh.
Say, where's the refrigerator?
Oh, it's probably across the street.
Ooh, do I smell donuts? Yeah, I'm kind of pining for a cruller.
Or maybe some spackle.
Spackle. Good news is, now we don't have to wait to get that room addition done down there in the break room, you know?
Kinda gives break room a new meaning.
And with that cacophonous calamity, we'll call it a show and grab up our Visqueen, paint rollers, and toddle off down the road. But not before thanking our non-binary helpmates on this edition of the show, Nico Lane, Jody Lorimer, and Jeff Pollard. Thanks as always to the nimble fingers and eagle eyes of Milt Keynes for technical assistance.
Pleasure as always, amigo.
Thanks as well, with sugar and sprinkles on top, to you, friends, for having the remarkably good sense to click play on this edition of Fusebox. As we know, there are hundreds, nay, hundreds of thousands of options lurking out there in the podcast swamp. Some just glowing green and stinking in the morning light. Others just bobbing along, waiting for an unsuspecting visitor to unleash its rich, nay, fecund froth upon them. We, on the other hand, float above it all, friends, and are damn delighted you found us, whether it be on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or the OnSug channel, or whatever other manner of delivery you may have utilized. We urge you to please subscribe to this very program, and while you're at it, go ahead and click one of those little rating stars or 9, as we do so much appreciate it. And you know what? It really does help the show out in an exponential fashion. You have no idea. So I have been your number crunching, because I like the sound it makes, host, Mark Rose, saying, until our next cartoon.
Fuse.